Speaking of commercial film industry, Hong Kong is a strange place. Such a tiny city for such a huge market. The box office in 1993 of Hong Kong is 200 million US dollars. Meanwhile, in mainland China, it is only 166 million. Action, gunfire, and crime are the most popular genres in Hong Kong, and filmmakers are famous for building a story between desperate criminals and brave detectives, gangster and police, mafia and law enforcement. Jackie Chan is one of the representatives who are good at making action movies, and John Woo is an iconic figure for gunfire blockbusters. Speaking of crime genre, no one can ignore Johnnie To, who creates a unique style that no one else can compete with. Fatalism is a prioritized figure of Johnny's scripts. Hugely influenced by Buddhism and Confucianism, the situation of a protagonist in his work is always destined by fate. Like this, one of the candidates in the election of the leader of the gang is murdered by his rival when both of them are fishing. Or this, a group of 4 fully armed robbers and smugglers are shot by the patrol officers who accidentally met them. Film noir is another key element of his story. Johnny loves to put his story at night, in a dark corner of the city, and the most important thing, low-key lighting creates a shadow in the actor's face. Policemen are always doing immoral things unavoidably, and bad guys' behavior can be explained reasonably. And he's good at using dialogue to illustrate the dilemma and struggling of the inner world. For example, breaking the law is in order to enforce the law. The election of leaders by gang is 100 years earlier than the election of the chief executive in Hong Kong. Johnnie To has a unique taste in mise-en-scène, and he loves combining motion and static in gunfire scenes, which gives the film a melodic feeling, and the rhythm makes the cliché of the gunfire more flexible and interesting. This kind of way can be dated back to martial arts movie, another popular genre in Hong Kong, and it can be traced back to Sun Tzu, The Art of War. As quiet as a virgin, yet as dynamic as a rabbit. The film philosophy about leaving blank and keep it ambiguous is also encouraged by An Lee and Yasujiro Ozu. Both of them are master directors in East Asia. The gunfire in his work sometimes look like action performance in stage play. Slow motion makes the people look like they're dancing while acting. The exaggerated movements makes the audience feels like sitting in the theater instead of cinema. He even made a movie which is totally presented in musical way, that is shot in stage scenes, just like The Dog Villa by Lars von Trier. In summary, Johnnie To creates the outstanding aesthetics of crime film in his own way, with the odd but funny storytelling, widely used of low-key lighting, complicated but precise mise-en-scène. Every time we're talking about a film of Hong Kong, we won't forget the crime universe that Johnny made.